can you rely on your enterprise data? On average, a typical enterprise model for enterprise architecture management, business process management, governance, risk and compliance contains around 15,000 artifacts like processes, organization units, application, technologies, services and many more. Imagine you have to report to your top management the impact when retiring a core application in your enterprise. Is your underlying data up to date? Can you trust the outcome of the analysis? Would you bet your career on it? If not, then you should invest a couple of minutes to see what the data maintenance module has to offer. Now, what can data maintenance module do for you? DMM allows you to collect and maintain your centrally stored data decentralized by using an extensible repository for enterprise architecture, creating unlimited number of views, defining responsible roles for each view, defining the ownership of your data, determining which owner can do what with the data, like create, read, update, delete, limiting the scope of data that the user can see in your enterprise model, supporting the user with field validation and user-defined help. Offer a simple web form-based interface. DMM is very flexible because you can use any meta model you like. You can define sections, you can define the CRUD information for each section, you can rename sections, object names and even property names. You can create your own help or use existing ones, and you can actually completely rebrand the data maintenance module as you like. Now let's take a look to the DMM. On the left side you see all the various views. Each view, if you open up, have certain object types, associations, like you can see here, the application, location, organization. On the right hand side you can define your scopes, like tagging. You can tag your information objects, and you can assign your target audience and of course the auditor, the editor, the administrator and so on. For each section, like here the base application, you can define the CRUD information. So what kind of information is allowed to update, to create, to delete, should it be shown or not. And you can also sort the order inside each section. For each property you can actually define your user-defined help, and you can even define your own label. So for each view, even the same object, the same property could have different labels. You can set it to read only, to mandatory. So that's very a flexible approach for your flexible meta model. But DMM is also very user-friendly because we have field validation. It's a single one-page interface. The user is getting guidance through mandatory fields. You got interactive help for each property, single sign-on, and again the fully customizable design to reduce any type of resistance from the end user. So this user friendliness looks like on this screen. You have the end user view now. You see the help file popping up if you move your mouse over this little question mark. The different sections you can move up and down as the user would maybe expect this information to be structured. And of course you can also switch the properties around in the right order. DMM is also very user friendly because you can offer the end user help in what is mandatory, what's not, what is required to be filled out. It also helps you with field validation, so if the information is not in the correct format, it shows up. You also offer controls, for example the date control here, to make it as easy as possible for the end user to fill the necessary information out. The same comfort you have also in the section below, where you have also of course the mandatory action, but also all the information that you have stored as a drop-down field in your enterprise-wide repository will show up and can be selected. But DMM is also very role-centric. For example, application owner, process owner, governance owner, risk manager, and many more. You have also the ability to design this kind of views within minutes. Design the same information object completely different for each role. Use the CRUD to define rights of each role, and of course use tagging to define the data scope of roles. So the views on the left hand side we know already. The tagging mechanism is here that you can select in order to define the scope, and we have also spoken already about defining the target audience for your view. So each role has one or more views to maintain. The end user itself has a single sign-on. On the top left corner you see the login. Then the user can simply select his own views, and if he has selected his view, he can then select which item he wants to update. So this only shows his personal object that he has to maintain and nothing more. So no confusion, no complex navigation, simple, everything on one interface. DMM is also highly secure. We have defined 4 security layers to secure your enterprise architecture data. It defines the access rights on property level. You have a complete segregation of information ownership. And therefore you have governance for your whole enterprise architecture model. Now, how does the security layer looks like? First of all, we have at the first level is authorized power levels, which is an application role that you can define what the user can do, which kind of feature he can work with in the DMM. The second level is what kind of views is he allowed to see, which kind of role is he in. The third level is what kind of data is he assigned to. And the fourth, what type of record tagging is he in. So these 4 levels guarantees a complete segregation of data information. So how does the structure of the data maintenance module looks like? First of all, you have a web server and you have user. The users are assigned to the power level, in this case the DMM sysadministrator. This sysadministrator is opening up models for DMM and therefore assigning other users to be able to work with these models. This user, too, in this case, is a DMM administrator and is now capable of creating views, assign other people or other groups to certain roles. In my case, for example, the editor is an editor department 1 where the user 3 is assigned. This assignment is done via Active Directory or local groups. In addition, this user 3 needs also be in a DMM editor group. In the same way, we can also assign other administrators to work with this view. This is a very secure way of segregate your information. The security on the first level can be done on view level. That means you can define scope to make sure only the allowed people can see your information object. You can define tags based on divisions, on projects, on regions, completely up to you, whatever you want to define. You can also define your target audience, and here we have the editor assignment. That's again up to you and your meta model, which type of responsibilities you would like to manage in your architecture model. A level deeper, we have the section. For each section you can define what the end user should be allowed. Is he allowed to update, to edit, to create or delete information object? Then you can set this simple by changing the checkbox. The lowest level is the property level. On the property level you can define the restrictions in terms of is it or should this field be read-only or maybe mandatory. So all this is highly secure to really make sure only people are allowed to see their information object they should. DMM is also very scalable because it's a server-based application. It's multi-tenant enabled. You have no client add-ons necessary. Latest Microsoft technology. It's scalable on multiple application servers, and of course it's also scalable if you use our hosted solutions. So I hope you have enjoyed my presentation, and if you are interested in evaluating the DMM either with our standard models or with your own model, then please let us know. More information you can get on http://datamaintenancemodule.com. I'm looking forward to see you on our site. Have a nice day. Bye.